Welcome back, everybody, to Crows of Judgment. I want to take some time to talk to you more about the situation regarding Veir of the Glitchtale fandom. Now, the long and short of it is that Veir was a core member and is a co-writer on the Glitchtale series. Glitchtale being probably one of the most popular offshoots of the Undertale fandom, having amassed 1.6 million subscribers and regularly obtaining more than 10 million views on the Glitchtale uploads. One of these videos on the screen here having amassed over 32 million views. Now, it would be very damaging for the brand for the co-creator of the series to be outed as a pedophile. However, that is what has occurred here. Veir's, over the course of about 3 years, would regularly contact minors on the Glitchtale Discord server, which is owned by Camila Cuevas, the creator of the Glitchtale series. These would include pressuring minors to send him nudes, making threats to harm himself, various other things. And now, I'm normally the skeptic guy. I'm normally the one that looks at these accusations and, takes a second, takes a pause, tells everyone to pump the brakes and look at everything carefully. However, in this situation, Camila admits that he has done these things. Veers admits that he has done these things. I have various people that have come forward, all of which Veer says he has done these things with. However, as you can see on the screen here, this is where the main problem comes in. Veers has been allowed back into the community behind the Glitchtale series and has access to the Discord server again. I'm going to read you this statement from an admin on the Glitchtale server. From issues years ago that have been addressed with the people involved, and the offender has been dealing with ways to improve himself as well. He hasn't interacted with the community ever since, other than a hi here and there. He kept himself only to 2 channels where his friends are. I removed him from ever being in any position of power ever from the community, and I only allowed him back because he started on his medication and weekly therapy. I don't know what else do you want him to do. I fully agree with Skater as well. They can address it publicly, and all they want doesn't mean we have to go down that path and have half the community eating popcorn to some drama they don't need to know about. He's all over and done with doing anything regarding grooming people, and he's taken the steps to better himself. And if Artie does the same, she's welcome back too. Now, we can talk about the stuff with Artie another time. However, they openly admit that he is a groomer. They openly admit that he did do these things to children on the Discord server. However, they brought him back because, according to him, which I've seen no evidence, none of the victims have been shown any evidence that this is true, but according to the guy that did these things, he says that he's taking medicine now and he's going to weekly therapy. That has been enough to allow an active threat back into this Discord group where, again, there are children. Now, I'm going to run through a bunch of different messages here. This one over here, this was being exchanged with a 15-year-old girl at the time, where he talks about how he has extreme desires, that he's a sexual addict, that he feels physical pain when he doesn't get to handle these situations. And he even says, naturally, I can't talk to you about stuff like this, so I just ignore it and fight off all urges and stuff. Now, these are messages being sent to a 15-year-old girl that would later, I guess he was trying to get this 15-year-old to help him with his situation with Camila, because I guess he wanted to be even more sexual with Camila. This was a message sent in 2020 after he had been outed and after he was apparently going to therapy. He sent this to a 16-year-old girl. Run while you can. Now, this is the younger sister of another one of the girls that he had been manipulating in order to get nudes from. Or this. Also, what did Veir make you do? Do you remember? Draw porn and send nudes. Yikes. Not as major as you guys went through, but he also wrote those stories. What stories? He would tell me I victimized myself and I wouldn't know if it was true or not. That was another minor that he was in contact with. Or how about this one? Kinda. Are you okay? I knew this was pointless, but I did it anyways. So what do we do from here? Nothing. I keep doing what I'm doing and hoping I don't fucking kill myself or take advantage of Licks or Baguette, who's a minor. I'm not gonna lie, part of me was hoping she'd help and give me something to contain myself, but I got nothing. Rip. Please remember, I was 15 and felt pressured to agree with him. So Crystal is the 15-year-old in question. We'll talk about her. She was on stream with us last night and told us a lot more about the situation we weren't aware of. Originally, I thought there were 5 victims. Apparently, there are many, many, many more. Now, I'm going to read through. These are the names of people that would engage in something called truth or dare. Now, normal people play truth or dare. It's like, you say truth, you have to reveal a truth about yourself. And if you say a dare, you have to do the dare that you get told to do. Now, these are the ages of the people in that group. Fruit, 14, Kiki, 13, Jesse, 13, Mel, around 17, Ruddles, Crystal, 15, Veir, the oldest, who was about 22 or 23 at the time, Zingy, 13, Baguette, 14 or 15, and Gale, 12. Now, in this Truth or Dare games, he had dared a 13-year-old to send him a shirtless picture. Now, while the shirtless picture is certainly not a nude, it is deeply disturbing to me that a 23-year-old or 22-year-old man was requesting lewds from a 13-year-old boy. This actually goes a little bit further to requesting another 13-year-old send dick pics to another minor in the group. This is really disturbing shit. Honestly, deeply disturbing shit. And if I remember right, she had a big crush on me once upon a time, and Lix and I used to do stuff with her too. Did she really? Oh, and I thought that you were joking with her. No, it was real. Oh, dang. I know she was too young, but like she was 16, and age of consent and stuff, I don't know. We didn't think about it too much since it wasn't IRL, but I mean, she's seen me and I've seen her at this point. What he's referring to is exchanging nudes with the 16-year-old. Now, look, I get age of consent and everything. I get those arguments, and I've certainly made them before. However, we are not talking about somebody who is 3 to 4 years older or 2 years older. We're talking about someone who is 22 to 23, talking about exchanging nudes with a 16-year-old. That is well over the line of anything and I think anyone in my audience is okay with. How about this message? Well, one of my big things was always a threesome. So Lix, the person's name being blurred as a minor. So Blank and I kind of watched the other female members and judged who would be good for it. We came to the minor and asked if she wanted to participate. At first, she just wanted to watch, and after about a week, she was begging for my dick. Now, this is one of the things I want to bring up when we talk about this message over here from the admins. They're saying that it's okay that they've allowed this active threat back in the community because he only acts access to a couple channels where he does talk on, and he doesn't have an admin role anymore. Now, my problem is, if I go by this message here, his pattern is to sit and watch people and then go to them, usually with another person, and try to get them to engage in sexual activities by slowly working them up. First off, approaching them, telling what they do, having them watch, and when they're comfortable, having them engage. Those would actually be the actions of a groomer. Now, to be clear, the legal definition I don't think would fit here because he is not trying to prepare them to actually meet IRL. However, this is the step-by-step process that having him on that Discord server, again, he is completely capable of enacting. So he has access to children. They've given him access to those kids again. This is Crystal. So Crystal is 19 years old now. A lot of this stuff took place 4 years ago when she was 15. Now, in 2020, Camila Cuevas, the girlfriend of Veir at the time, was contacted. And this is why I think everybody needs to be informed of the situation when you see how she chose to handle it. Can I ask you something? How many / who people knew about this whole thing? To my knowledge, 5 in total. Knew about something or had happened something happened to them. Who? That I cannot say without their permission, sorry. Some don't want to be known. They just want to move past it. They have my word. The ones I'm allowed to say are me and Baguette. You know what? But you already knew that. What? I'm not mad. I know you're not. far as I'm concerned, Veir could have dated the whole mod squad behind my back and I still wouldn't be mad. What really pains me is that I was made a clown of. This is ridiculous. Camila is being informed that Veir was engaging with minors sexually, and her main concern here is that he was cheating on her, that she was being made a clown of. Now, look, I mean, it's definitely something that I think is a genuine concern, to feel like you are being made a clown of by your significant other. However, when that person is engaging with minors sexually, you think that that would be the top fucking priority, especially when you are the owner of a Discord server where minors are constantly engaging in. This is absolutely ridiculous. I think her Discord server should be shut down because she's. They've actively allowed they've allowed a threat into that community. I think that Discord server should be shut down, especially when her main concern is not that he was fucking around with kids, but that he was fucking around behind her back. Now, let me read through this message here, because this is where I want you just to understand. Usually when you're trying to get this information, it's so that you can help these people, and that's not what this is about at all. I was made a clown of. You all knew about this, everyone but me, and I acted as if everything was rainbows and sunshines between everyone, when no, it wasn't. Not everyone, like I said, only 5 out of 19. Well, you refused to tell me, so here we are. To my knowledge, I'm doubting everyone. Now I don't know what to think about anyone. Camila, they have my word. Good, I don't have yours, nor anyone's. I don't know who to believe anymore. All I know is that I'm disappointed. I still don't know who I'm disappointed with. You think the person she would be disappointed with is her pedophile boyfriend, but apparently she's more disappointed with the victims who don't want to come forward. I mean, it's ridiculous. Now, this is funny because this all took place in July 27, 2020. Now, Crystal is going to later tell everyone that she is going to come forward and expose not only what Veir's did, but how the moderators and admins in the group have been covering it up. Camila, why did you never tell me? January 29, 2021. I just heard about this whole issue of you accusing the mods and admins of horrible crap, and I did my research about it all, and now I fully understand what transpired between Baguette and Veir with the text and all. I understand why you were too enraged with him, and given all the horrible crap you've dealt with, I can only imagine how painful it was to you. Now, she says all this, right? She says that she banned Veir in January 2021, or January 29, 2021. They bring Veir back, and they ban Crystal. So they banned the victim because the victim was said that she was going to come forward and expose everything, including the issues with the moderators. And then later, they bring back in the predator. So I don't know what is going on within that community that is allowing them to get rid of the people that were victimized by the individual, and then bring the individual that did the victimizing. However, what I can say is that apparently, to my understanding, Veir is continuing to work on the Glitchtale series and is continuing to help write the story and the plot of Season 2, which just had an episode that dropped about 1 month ago. So I would say that perhaps financial reasons would be why they are covering up the exploitation of children on their Discord server, but only time will tell. I'm sure more things will come out, and I may do another stream about this on Friday. But we'll go ahead and see what happens. But if you want to help support out the channel, please, because we have been demonetized, consider supporting us on Patreon. Link is in the description below, patreon.com/Crow of Judgement.